Here we go. I didn't mean to walk into you, little fella. Any obvious tufts today? Oh, I do see one. Sorry, little guy. Sorry, little guy. Good morning, Phelan. Morning, Zara. Good morning, Lazy Butt. Good morning, Saffron. Morning, Hetland. How you doing? How's it going? Wait, Lazy Butt, is it your birthday today? Or am I... I'm very sleepy at the moment. Is it your birthday? Good morning, Joe. Morning, Podium. Oh, do I not have any sound on? Morning, Ginge and Hansan and Max. Drew, thank you very much for the 59 months. And at T2. Hope you're doing good. It's your birthday? Nice. Happy birthday. Morning, Kinetic. I hope you're having a very lovely day so far. Oh, I can actually see the hat behind me. Also, Ginger's birthday? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see if Fifi... Morning, Anhul. Oh, she got the itchy scritches. Good morning, Megalomaniac. Okay. Oh no. Unimpressed. Unimpressed. Wait. Happy birthday, Ginge. Happy birthday, Lazy Butt. I hope you have... Oh! Wonderful birthdays, the both of you. Full of cozy things and yummy treats. Do either of you have any nice birthday plans? Chancellor, thank you very much for the 15 months. Good munch. Good munch toot. I don't know what happened to the last handmade by me at least, birthday hat. It's but I guess there will be another one soon. In September there shall be another hat. But I don't know what happened to the last one. It must be out there somewhere. Morning, Monday. Good morning, John. Morning, David. Good morning, Kate. Yeah, lazy, but not very lazy in my opinion. Not got the what's the thing? What's that thing where you turn out like, you know, your surname's Baker and you become a baker? Something nominative determinism? Is it that one? Not very that. You're very your name. I had no plans because I was so stressing for this day for weeks. Ah, no. Well, that means you can be loosey-goosey today. You can spend the day however you want. Plans, schmans, I say. Unless Ginge has plans. In that case, yay, plans! Which, you're both right. It's your birthdays. So you're both right with whatever you're up to. I couldn't really sleep last night, and now I'm very sleepy this morning. I would like the honk shoe Mimi, but at least it's a bit cooler today. At least there is that. It do be that. Too much peak excitement? I had peak dreams. Do you know what? I've been having peak dreams recently. It's I have similar birthday feelings. I'm usually sad and grumpy. No, you should. It's a nice day to celebrate you. don't think about I think sometimes there's too much pressure put on birthdays. But you're very special, and it's nice to have a day to let everyone celebrate that. Were you trying to peek in your sleep? I don't think I had a peak-related dream last night. I think all I remember is that at some point I was getting a taxi somewhere, and the seats came off or something. Oh no, wait! I remember. I had a dream that there was like a toilet in the middle of a park, and I was like, well, it must be normal then, if it's there. So I was using it, and then I kept on making eye contact with people in the park, and it was just really awkward, and I was like, why am I doing this? Why didn't I was right next to a building as well. I was like, I could have just gone in there. And then I got a taxi somewhere, and the seats were like detachable. And then I was at a picnic, and my mum was there, and she kept on trying to give this bunny that was there spring onion, and I was just like, don't give bunnies onion. No onion for bunnies. So I kept on like picking it out and eating the spring onion myself, and just being like, I'll eat it all if it means you stop giving it to a bunny. Gerry getting that boop. Boop. Look at this little lady. Oh, she got them stretchy legs. Look at you. Good job using that iPod, Fifi. I'm very proud. Very proud. I use any holiday as an excuse to celebrate people I love. It's not about the holiday itself. Yeah. It's just about making it what you want it to be, I guess. Suddenly friends wanted to do stuff since last night. Ffion already gifted me games and we played for a bit. Repo and Terraria, but we'll probably do more peak runs today. Ah, nice. Well, that's still a very lovely way. Anho, I have played peak with Alex. I think the first time I ever played it, I played it with Alex. It's I keep waking up like I need a bandage or food multiple times. Oh no. Oh no. I Turn Tuesday peak stream when we've been, well, I guess Tuesday is comf cakes for a little bit. Yesterday's ice part seemed hard. I mean, I say that because we failed on it, but it did seem very difficult. At some point I need to lock in and try and do the under an hour thing, but I think I like peak because I like sort of idly wandering around whilst I talk to people. I don't have that sort of like lock-in urge to speedrun. Good morning, Limewood. Morning, Nico. Good morning, Ripping. How's it going? Howdy do. But it was very lovely playing with the monsters yesterday. I enjoyed them. What a lovely bunch they were. They were. Morning, Bowser. Yeah, I'm glad I did it. It was a lot like later than I normally would do a stream. And I accidentally... Wait, does Peak have workshop support? Wondering if you could add in custom character models. Maybe. I mean, it feels like it has a lot of potential for, like, mods and stuff. As determined by the extra players one. The stream is my reward every time I don't wake up in the afternoon. Ah. Hope you'll be... Oh, I don't have a cold. I I haven't taken hay fever tablets for like 3 days. And it's a bit rainy today and I think it's kicked up all the pollen. So these are just hay fever sniffles, snaffles. It's not anything bad. It's just me being bad with my once a day hay fever tablets that I only remember to take about twice a week. Oopsie doopsie. But yes. Oh, and also good morning, Darius. I hope you're having a lovely day. I think it's just like, I'll take them and then the next day I'll be like, oh, I feel fine, so I don't have to take one. And then the next day I'll be like, oh no, I feel really bad. Imagine if it turns out you're mildly allergic to bunnies after all this time. I did wonder for a while if I was allergic to hamsters. Because there is something that started setting me off once we got hamsters. And continues to set me off to this day. And I'm just like, I'm just going to choose to ignore it. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. Yesterday, bloomin' Artemis turned into a little monster herself. It definitely was a day of monsters. Because, oh, Gerry, I'm sorry. He did not appreciate that tuft being stolen. So actually getting her out wasn't too bad. Like, I just took off the roof of her. Like, I was pretty sure where she slept underneath all the bedding was underneath this little hide. So I took the hide out and there was like a little hole in the corner where a little face peeked through. So I was like, oh, okay. But I was like, I don't want to scoop her out because that's just going to stress her a lot. So I lured her out with a bit of apple and put a tube down, and she got into the tube and I lifted her out into a little playpen until it was time to go. And then when she got into the carrier, like with Squeak and Giulietta, Squeak used to, like, Giulietta was maybe slightly more handleable. Squeak would get into the carrier and pretty much just like, oh, same as Giulietta, they would just like bury down into the bedding and just go back to sleep and just be like, okay, well, I guess I sleep here now. Whereas poor, I guess because of how she was like brought into the world, poor Artemis like never stopped pacing. She actually like made a little racetrack inside the carrier where she was just going round and round and round, constantly trying to escape. And when we got to the vet, she just immediately went into like fight mode, and the vet tried to get her out and then was like, okay, I'm going to take her upstairs to the nurses and see if any of them can get her out. None of them could get her out. And then she came downstairs and was like, well, visually she seems fine. She's obviously very active and I can't see anything wrong with like, yeah, there's no like signs of overgrown teeth or like bad weight or anything. She was like, I'm not going to charge you for an appointment because I couldn't actually do anything. So I got it for free at least. But yeah, I can fully appreciate how Artemis was feeling. Because imagine if you got woken up in the middle of the night to your roof disappearing and then you got bundled off and dragged to a doctor's appointment. I think you'd be a bit miffed as well. Money Matrix. So yeah, I can sympathise with her. Bless her. And the vet was like, maybe build up the handling. And I was just like, she's just usually so shy. And like, she's more like, she'll walk away from your hand. She won't go to bite it at all. So yeah, I was very surprised that, but I guess she was just felt backed into a corner sort of thing. Bless her. But either way, she has now, officially been checked by a vet, and they've given her the go ahead, and they said, she's all good to be adopted out. So fingers crossed, soon Artemis can find a nice little home with someone who can work to build up her confidence a lot more, and maybe the next time, if she ever has to go to the vet again, she'll not be as sassy. Maybe. We have been, obviously there was a big setback with me being ill, so to be fair, she wasn't handled for like a month because I didn't want to handle her whilst I couldn't sit up straight sort of thing. But we can work on building it back up again now, bless her. Although I think we will have had a setback from yesterday. Dear, dear. I've been slowly stealing all of this from Gerry. All these little behind the legs tufts that he's not very happy with me getting, but hopefully I'm making him feel a little bit better. Now he's got slightly thinner pantaloons to worry about. Bless he. I think I've done all I can on this side though. Might need to wait for him to turn over and get the other side. Does Gerry ever grunt at you for doing this? No. He only grunts at Fifi, really. Wait, you actually going to roll over onto the other side? I was joking, Gerry. What if you did want to? Can't get away with grunting at me. No, I'm trying to think. Has he ever? I don't think he's ever grunted at me. He grunts more at things that scare him, and I guess I've never, or things that make him grumpy. And Fifi, that's your tufts, Gerry. Just putting them in the bin. Decided he needs to be actually on the ice pod. All of it. Oh yeah, that's true actually. He didn't grunt at me when I cried, but he does thump if I cry. He gets very, he doesn't know what to do. If I cry, he'll run away into a box and start thumping. But I guess because he just doesn't understand. It's I guess it is quite a rare occurrence. So when it did happen, it was when we'd lost little Dime, our mouse. That was when I cried. Oh, I can hear him having his little drinky. Hello. Better not watch you play Retropolis then. Oh, good morning, Xander. Hi. If me and Ellie are talking about serious issues, Chester will start to act up to distract us. Ah! What, do you want my pyjamas? There you go. Bunnies don't cry, no. Bunnies are very stoic in their nature. Oh, I was going to boop the ear. Oh. Yesterday he did something very cute. I'm sure every day he does something very cute. I'm sneaking back to the table. Do 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 do. Hello, Fifi. You're probably hoping to summon early snack, but I just wanted to come to see you. Hiya. You're not expecting me to follow you. Early Nana, that would be days early. It's absolute madness. The whole world would turn to chaos. I guess Gerry would just know something is wrong but doesn't understand it. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think he's just like, you're acting weird and I don't know what that means. Sort of thing. Or he just genuinely hates the noise, which could also be the case. But because they do have certain noises that they just don't particularly like. Like Fifi hates the sound of keys. Keys really bother her. And there are times when she'll be like thumping and I'll have to say to someone, do you have your keys in your pocket? And they'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, can you please take them out? Because she just like, even if they're slightly jangling, she just hates them. We had a birthday hat for Lazybutt and for Ginge. We've hatted. Do 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 do. It's because she knows you're leaving. I think just something about that jingle jangle. It used to be Toast. She used to really hate the sound of people buttering toast. But she seems to be okay with that now. That one doesn't bother her, but yeah, jangly keys. Oh. You threatening to leave because I said the word jangly keys. So she used to fight the dustpan so much. They both fight the dustpan. It seems to be like an international bunny thing to fight dustpans. There's like some long-standing history between bunnies and dustpans that we could not understand. Recently at night, I guess I've been opening the windows a lot more, so sometimes she's been a bit disturbed by something outside that I can't actually hear. Although, the other night, I looked out the window because I was closing the curtains, and there was just a cat sat outside our house, just sort of like snorkeling around. So I wonder if sometimes she can hear things like that I just, human ears are not good enough to be picking up. And they just watched me for ages, like closing all the windows and closing the curtains. And I was just like, night, 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 cat. They seemed a bit stunned that there was a person inside the house. Good morning, Lifelike. Happy birthday to all the birthday havers, yeah. It's because they've heard about how bunnies are being misrepresented by dust bunnies. They assume dustpans are responsible for this slander. True. Oh, that reminds me. If anyone wants to be part of Marbles, there is a post in the Discord to react to if you'd like to be part of the Marbles sweepstake. I say sweepstake. There's never a prize for it. But if you have a specific team you would like, then put that in the Marble Hype channel. But beware, we've not yet. I'm watching the qualifier on Wednesday at 2. So if you don't say for certain, like, I know this team got in. So unless it's one of the 3 that auto-qualified, don't be like, don't give away who it is if you've already seen it. But if you're happy to be randomly assigned, then just react to the post. You don't have to put anything in the chat. Thank you. That was just whilst I remembered. What if there was a prize and that prize was to choose when the bunnies get Nana? I mean, could there be a prize? I don't really have anything to give. Ha ha ha. Go Limers if they're in. Yeah. Just went for random for the events. I think there's 2 events already out, so I guess on Wednesday we'll watch the qualifiers, then do the assigning of all of the teams, and then watch the other 2. Which should be good. There you go. Tea. I love how cute your bunnies look when they're all tucked up like that. Yeah, little loaves. I mean, she's a little stretchy leg at the moment. She's got that long leg. He is Potato. Little potato guy. Yeah, I kept on getting notifications through from Yella on YouTube saying it had all started again, but I just haven't really had a chance to actually process that thought. There's a lot going on right now. A lot of things happening. And yeah, it's like I don't think I'm going to get a chance to read the book club book this month. Because I suddenly looked at it and I was like, book club's in 2 weeks and it's 500 pages and I won't have a chance to pick up the book at any day this week. So I probably won't be able to pick it up until like... What would it be? Like maybe next Friday? So I was like, I don't think I can read a 500-page book in 2 days. So yeah, I might have to give this one a miss. Unless I'm able to, like, maybe there's a day I can get... Well, I can get into town on this Thursday. I don't know if I have time to go to a bookshop, though. Not with that attitude. Do a reading stream. Well, the problem is, it's like it would have to be a Mark Hume style reading stream because it's not a public domain book. It's still a living author, so it would have to be just me reading the book whilst everyone else was going about their tasks. Oh, that reminds me. Does anyone here use Finch? I keep having it recommended to me, and I'm tempted to give it a go because, you know, if it helps, it helps. But has anyone used it before? Honestly, that would be nice. It could be like a Pomodoro stream. What's Finch? Finch is like, it's meant to be like a mental well-being app type thing, but also like, I think it's meant to like help you structure your day. And it will just have little things that... It's basically like a Tamagotchi that whilst taking care of it, you're taking care of yourself. Is the best way to... Yeah, a self-care app. Do you find it helps, Ffion? Because I've seen a couple of adverts for it on Instagram, and I've saw like my sister-in-law uses it as well, and she really recommended it. So I was just like, maybe I could give it a go. It's useful and cute. Well, those are 2 very good things. I got shown it the other day and actually forgot to download it and give it a go. Looks decent. Okay. I shall give it a go. I installed it last night just as a sort of like, I'll just see, you know, I can set it up tomorrow and see how it goes. And I woke up this morning and I had a little notification from it, even though I've not even started using it. I had a little notification just saying, remember to drink water. And I was like, oh, thank you. I'm the Tamagotchi. How does it make its money? I think you can choose to like pay for it to get, yeah, like extra things that you don't have to get. It's like if you want to get your little guy like a hat or something, you can be like, oh, I'll pay a little bit, I'll get a hat. But I don't think it's adverts because I think that would intrude on the vibe if it were. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. Don't do it. I'm willing the sneeze away. I think I've tried it before. It could be a similar app, so I didn't like it much. It felt a bit infantilizing to me. Also didn't like the microtransactions. I've not heard anything mentioned with microtransactions on this one. But yeah, I guess I'll give it a go. And if it helps, it helps. I think I could basically use somewhere that I could write a to-do list and actually be reminded of it. Because if I write them down on static things, I'm like a T-Rex. My vision is based on movement, and a post-it note sadly does not move. Someone could invent basically like a spring that you put post-it notes on and that jiggles every now and then. So I'd be like, oh yeah, you gotta do that thing. How are you getting on with the current Pokemon Eevee set? It's been okay. I've got quite a few of the... What do you call the stars that aren't stars? Like, they're like really colourful stars. But they, instead of having the however many points they've got, is it just shinies? Is that what it is? I got a couple of those. In fact, I actually got a double of one of those. And I was like, well, what's the point of that? Because I can't trade it. So why are you here? But I guess that's nice. Hello. But you know, you get like up to 4 diamond and then you get 1 star, 2 star, etc. And then you get the ones that are like 10-point rainbow stars. Those ones. Are you happy with what you've done, Gerry? So you're asking about real stars? No, Pokemon cards. The Pokemons. There you go. I'm still hoping for a 2-star Dragonite. I wrote out my big list of everything I needed to trade. I guess I need to convert it over to that app thing, so I can start trading those. How old is the bunny? This one is 10. This one is a mystery, but I would guess about 8 or 9. But we don't know for sure. I put my friend code in Let's Play. Nice! Morning, Jesus. They're both 2. They're both 2 plus. 2 plus a few years. Bless them. Oh. Fifi, you are somewhat squishing Gerry. Somewhat. She's taken umbrage with the ice pod now. They're still eating baby pellets, not old man pellets. No, they're definitely on the older bunny pellets. There you go. Little cuddles. Tea. I mean, at least they're cuddling on the ice pod today, whereas before they would just be like super smushy cuddled elsewhere, ignoring the ice pod. So this is an improvement. And it is a bit cooler today, thankfully. Because I have been going a bit mad over the last few days. Although it suddenly just absolutely like bucketed it down yesterday out of nowhere. which was quite nice, quite refreshing to see. Although I suspect that is what has kicked up my hay fever. Just everything being watered and then getting sunshine and just being like, we can live. Let's just spaff pollen into the air. Woohoo! Bucketed it down yesterday just as I left the house in shorts and t-shirt. Oh no. Thankfully it stopped just as I was taking Artemis out to the vet, so it was actually okay. Yeah, normal temperatures are very much appreciated. Especially as well, it's Harbourfest this weekend, and I would not want to do Harbourfest in the absolute belting sunshine that it was the other weekend. So hopefully, I mean, I don't really want to do it in the rain either. So hopefully it'll be just right. Hopefully it'll be the Goldilocks weather of Harbourfest. Where it's not too rainy, not too warm. Just good. Tea. He accidentally touched his little hand. Oh, look at him. Maybe I should take him to a little masseuse. Start to get little bunny massages. Help his joints. This weekend was a bit too warm. It was just a bit silly. I had a friend who was messaging me being like, do you want to go for a walk? And I was like, honestly, no. I want to stay inside where it is cool and just get through the day. But thank you. I might poke my head in at Harbourfest. I've got my birthday bus pass still. True. I also invited Brady out but got basically the same response. I need to dwell in cold places. Did you have a nice time though? Did you have a nice time out with the lads? The lads being Ruth. It was really hard. Yeah. Just to walk into the sea, yeah. I mean, I guess sometimes if you're walking in the woods, it's not too bad. But it's, yeah. People doing Pride who did the, like, big parade that was walking through town and then up to the Downs in that blooming heat. I was just like, do you know what? I'm proud of you, Pride. For all the main reasons, but also just actually being able to get out and walk. That's impressive, that is. We went out as they were already in the Downs, but saw lots of gay folk about. Was lovely. Yeah, it just looked very it looked like people had a good time. It wasn't just a parade of people slowly melting. Thank you very much for the follow. So someone dressed up as Karlak. Oh my god. They must have been bloomin' warm. I think any sort of costume added to the heat. I didn't go to any Pride events this year. Wish I had, but I'm happy to have stuck home to protect against the heat. Yeah. That's very understandable. Should just, there should be an autumn or winter Pride as well for the, for people who don't work well in the sunshine. The cold dwellers Pride. would be nice. It was raining for our trans pride picnic, but only a little bit. It was nice. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to just have like a little bit of a shower, just like a little spritz. Cools you down a little bit. Look at you. Halloween is gay Christmas. Wait a minute. We had some of Bristol fries fill into Left-Handed Giant yesterday, which was lovely. Ah! Nice. Nice. Pride should also, maybe like spring, maybe like April. Because then you have the chance of having it being nice, sunny weather, but there's rain, and then you've got more chance of seeing rainbows, which would be nice. Whereas you're not seeing rainbows in like June or July because you're just seeing the sun. Which, you know, need the sky to celebrate as well. Xander, thank you very much for gifting us up to Fodium. Thank you. Thank you. Look at you. Dee-dee-dee. You decided you're not cozy anymore. Huh? You unscrumpled yourself? Oh no. He just didn't want the ice pod anymore. That's fair news. The Stonewall riots did happen in June, yes, but I'm not saying take away from that one. I'm saying add more throughout the year. I'm saying have it as like a quarterly thing, so that everyone who thrives in different temperatures gets to celebrate. That's my and you could have different themes that way as well. I'm on board. Like the Queen, just have multiple celebrations. Yes. Yes. Here's we need more riots, yeah. If we could organise, when it's a good day, like weather-wise, organise a good riot, and then the next year you have Pride on that day as well. Bristol does not need much encouragement to riot, it's true. It is true. We've not got to, tear down any statues in a while. The people are restless. Come on in, Dunk. Sleepy potato. Sleepy tiger bread loaf. Overdue a bit of anarchy as a treat. Yeah, just a little bit. Well, actually, maybe a bit. Maybe there's a lot that needs sorting out, actually. But yes. Oh, this little guy. He's acting like I've been away. He usually gets this snuggly although he's not at his super snuggliest. Maybe he's just enjoying the weather being a bit cooler, so he doesn't mind being cuddled. Look at you. Although your ears are getting a bit warmer now. I was wondering, actually, because bunnies lose a lot of their heat through their ears, which is why the skin on them is so thin. How does it work when you get like Netherland dwarfs and stuff, when they just have those stubby little kitten ears, like, do they retain heat a lot more, I wonder? If they don't have as much, because like when you look through, I don't know if you can see, you can really tell how warm bunnies are by like how much you can see the veins standing out in their ears. But if there's not much air, they're really fluffy on the body. They're fluffy everywhere. When I have worked till 11 at night, my cat will be in the driveway meowing and waiting, as if I've been gone for years. Ah, when will you return from the war? Meow. I meant the little ear guys. Yeah. I mean, they're not like, I mean, they're sort of the same as Gerry, I would say. Little, Netherland dwarfs tend to be. I'll have to ask. I mean, I know there are other bunnies that are like, Fifi. Rexes, I think, feel the warmth a lot more, I guess, because their coat is so dense. Little kitteners are up more, so reach the air currents. Ah, I see. Bunny science. If they were outdoor bunnies, would you have to sun cream their ears? I don't think so, no. Do you have to sun cream pigs? Don't people sometimes have to put sun cream on, like, what do you call it? What are those cats? Sphinx cats. The hairless ones. Don't people have to, like, look after their skin? Because of them being so naked. Whereas I think we had to put sun cream on our white cat's ears. Oh, well, bless them. Oh, I love pigs. I've started following. I don't remember how it happened. I think it's been gradual. But I follow so many pigs on Instagram now that when I open up Instagram, the likelihood of it being a pig is very high. Hello. You're really getting in there, aren't you, buddy? Oh, don't fall over. Are you allowed to own a pig? I mean, I guess if I had the space for a pigoo. Pigoo! I've been enjoying seeing, I think it's because I started following a lot of, like, farm sanctuaries. Would pigs and bunnies be friends? I would not introduce them. I wouldn't introduce the bunnies to anyone. Non-bunny. And even then they can't meet other bunnies. But pigs can be very... Hello. Pigs... Like, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't trust myself to know a pig's body language well enough because I've not spent enough time with them. Hi. I would love to have a pig one day, though. The pigs at, what is it? Dean Farm Trust. They're very cute. I wouldn't even bring my keys. Like, you wouldn't want to upset Fifi. She won't let you in the house if you have keys. Hi. But yeah, my dream is to have lots of land and be able to just rescue animals and have like a little cottage and be able to rescue, like, I mean, the main thing I'd want to rescue would be chickens. But then occasionally you see things where people are like, oh, can you please take in this? You know, we've got like 2 sheep that need a home to go to, and I would love to be in a position to be like, I will take them in. I look after the little sheep, or like goats and pigs. Just go stealing them. If you had chickens, would you eat their eggs? No, like you can use so a lot of people will because they obviously lose a lot of nutrients through laying eggs. A lot of people like scramble the eggs and give them back to the chickens so that they can regain some of that nutrients. But also if you had other animals like pigs and stuff, they could be used for them. And I guess if you have doggos or the hamsters, the hompters, they benefit from the protein of a little bit egg. But yeah, I think it would mostly go back to the chickens though, because a lot of the time, like I would want to rescue like battery hens, and I guess a lot of the time they need all the help they can get to get their feathers back and be a nice normal weight again, and to recover. But it is nice when you see hens getting back to looking like hens should look, rather than what people have done to them. I got to name one. I got to name a chicken at Dean Farm Trust who had been rescued in that way. And I'm sure she's looking gorgeous these days. But, who did you name her? I named her Serafina Peccola. Because it has peck in it. And I found that funny. But yeah. But yes. Are chicken batteries still legal? I thought they stopped that practice. I mean, they were meant to stop. It's one of the witches from His Dark Materials. Like, yeah, a lot of people will see, like, free range, and it's not. The pictures that you see on boxes of eggs and boxes of, I guess, like milk cartons and Happy Cow and blah 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 blah, it's all just bollocks. And it's not happy conditions. It's like when people say, oh, but we meet Red Tractor standards, or we meet RSPCA standards, and the standards are like, knock them out before you kill them, and that's it. You're just like, okay. And even then they don't do it because, profit. So I read a thing recently that was saying with the Red Tractor standard, because there's so many farms, basically they only visit like 2 a year or something to actually check up that the standards are okay. So the rest of the time they can just be absolutely awful, and they're not going to get checked ever. So they're not held accountable for anything. But even then, the RSPCA standards are not good. So I wouldn't. The EU specifically outlawed conventional battery cages in 2012, but chickens are still raised in cages. Yeah, it is horrendous what we do to animals that just deserve to be little guys living their best lives. Gerry's run away. Bunnies, it's getting late. I should give you your little snack. They're going to hear you over there. Ducks do make good natural pest control. I was watching this on Race Around the World, where there were these people who they had rice fields and they would just let ducks go out into them so that they could just gobble up all of the pests. It was really cute. They were just herding all these ducks around, and they're just like, rah, 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 rah. Gerry, Gerry. Hey. Don't touch me, mother. I'm eating. Well done, Gerry. Well done. Good work, bunnies. That was so quick. Inhaled. I want to move the bowl away, but every time I go to move it, they just think, refilled? No. No. I'm sorry. There's a little place that you can stay in Bristol. What is it called? Something retreat. But it's they've got like chickens and bunnies that you can just hang around with. And it's very cute. I would stay there, but I live in Bristol, so it would be a bit strange. But if anyone's ever staying in Bristol, would recommend. Base retreat, yeah. That is the one. Look at he. Look at this little guy. Oh, I read this article recently about I was thinking of sharing it, but articles have that thing in recent years of being full of annoying stuff. But it was a really good read, and it was basically talking about like stuff that vegans don't talk about. And I read it through, and I had that feeling of like, oh my gosh, yes, this is all of the stuff that I have no one to talk to about. And part of it was, well, I won't get into it now, but maybe I'll link the article and people can have a little read through if they like. But Edie. He has a little map next to his tail, and I want to work it out. But yeah, I was basically talking about more of like the mental health side of things, about what it's like, getting frustrated that you can't really do much when there's so many bad things happening, which I guess is applicable to a lot of things. But also like being frustrated by friends saying, like, obviously the only thing I can think to sort of apply it to is, imagine if you had only friends who were like Tories and you're the only like person who believes in the values of the Green Party in your friendship group, and how frustrating that can be, that like, yeah, you still like them as your friends, but it's difficult because you know that they don't have your intrinsic values. And there's only so much you can say, and you always feel like you have to be the defender of certain things, and you always have to be on in that way, because it's like you're, constantly having to defend yourself and stuff like that. It's I think there's like a whole side to it that people don't really think about with it. I want to get this tuft. I want to get it. Or you feel you have to avoid certain topics around them as well. Yeah. And just times where like people are saying stuff that to you is like so hypocritical, but you can't, like, I don't think the way to change people's minds is to call them out on stuff. I don't think it's confrontation either. So it's just difficult. It's like you have to, the only thing I could think to compare it to is, how frustrating it is when a brand, when brands rainbow wash, when they're like, we're not going to actually do anything for, the LGBTQ community, but we're going to make our logo a little fun little rainbow for the month, that stuff. When it's like, you've done the base level thing, you've not in any way actually backed up this thing you're supposedly, you've not done it. It's just like, what is it? It's just, what is the word? What is the word I'm trying to look for? It's just like pretending that you support something. Performative, that's the word, thank you. That's how it feels when you have friends who are just like, oh yeah, I'm an animal lover. And I'm just like, are you doing anything to actually protect animals with your lifestyle or save them? No. No, you're not. You're living in like an active lifestyle that is very detrimental to them, and it's stuff like that you're just sat there like, I can't say anything because it'll just come across wrong. And I think stuff like that is very like, yeah, that gets quite tiring and quite isolating, I find. My work did that. I put my pronouns on a report and they got removed, and I was told nobody else does this, so we're not going to. And they still changed their social media profile. That's Charles. It is ridiculous. It do be ridiculous. But yeah, it's stinky. Anyway, getting deep for the last few minutes of Bun Stream. Apologies. But also not apologies, because it's important and it's how I feel and it's valid. So but yeah, I should head off. And I'm gonna get out this little mat from Gerry's bum. Shall we go to? We can go to Doig. You have a longer rant if you would like. I would, but I have to go to therapy. So I can go sort myself out. But yeah, I will be doing a later stream. Rant to your therapist about it instead. Yeah. I'm gonna make a vegan out of my therapist yet. Yeah, I'll be doing a later stream today. We won't be starting until 5. Then with Kirsty and Sophie with brownies, crusty cupcakes. As an outsider to this argument, I guess it's even more divisive than virtue signaling, because even if a company isn't doing anything good, oh yeah, they're not doing anything actively bad, whereas other people, yeah, it's a difficult one. It is a difficult one. Earlier than yesterday, though, yes. It's not 9 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So I shall be there. But remember to react to your thingamabob. Remember to react to the marbles thing if you would like to partake. But yes. Well, everyone, look after yourself. Be good. And I shall speak to you all soon. I hope you have wonderful days, especially Ginge and Lazybutt, whatever you two are getting up to. I hope it is fantastic. And let people celebrate you, because you're wonderful. But yes, I shall speak to you all soon. Gerry, you're being very cute. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Boop.